Hey guys, thanks for joining me. I was going to wait a few minutes to see who can hop on, but I'm going to go ahead and get started because this is recorded. So let's see. Casey Ray, can you mute yourself? But he also has no answer. He cannot fix the problems that he has caused. Thankfully, from his perspective, parents are cynical. Biden now has a war to talk about, and of course, that's what we're doing tonight. All right. Hi, Rose. How are you? Oh. Rose, I muted you. I'm sorry if you need to say something, or you can just unmute yourself too. But if there's a bunch of background noise, that makes things a little difficult to hear. So I'll be here though if you need me. Oh. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I am the Green Queen Shelray. I am here with your School of Chakras. I don't know if you guys got to watch the replay from last week. I have the booklet in the group. We just went over the root chakra, and I kind of went over, some basic housekeeping, some things to do with your chakras, so just some basic information. I'm going to do more of that at the end, but so if you want to go catch that replay, it's all going to be on YouTube. It's all going to be in the group, and I'm going to put it all together under one thing. So you'll be able to find it easily. Okay. So yeah, last week was the root chakra. We went over that, of course, that grounds a lot of things. It connects us to Mother Earth and those kinds of things. You can go over all that in the group. Tonight, we're going to go over sacral chakra and the solar plexus. Okay, guys. So if you have not printed out the workbook yet, I hope you can get to it, or at least look at it from the group so you can follow along and kind of see. You're going to see me looking this way a little bit tonight, and that's because I have my iPad set up here with the notes. I'm just reading from the worksheet I made for you guys, okay? So the sacral chakra, that is, I am not even going to try to pronounce the Sanskrit word for that chakra. I do not know how to say it, so I'm not even going to pretend like I do. Okay. The second chakra is the sacral chakra, and it sits just a couple inches below the belly button. This chakra vibrates orange and is represented by a lotus of 6 petals. This chakra governs our reproductive and lymphatic system. The sacral chakra holds our passions, enthusiasms, creative energy, and enjoyment. It is the center of our feelings and desires. If this chakra is out of balance, you may be bored, lack creativity or inspiration, and just have a generally lackluster life. I know I went through most of my life like that. So probably a lot of you out there, if you're anything like me, when I was putting this workbook together, just sitting there and typing this stuff out, I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm connecting the dots backwards, right? I'm going back through, like, I remember a time in my life when I was so down, and this is exactly what I was going through. And so this must have been the chakra that had been blocked. So you guys are probably going to get those feelings too. And that's fine if you do. Hopefully, I'm not sure if you're a journaler, but I started to learning to journal a lot, because if you're going through any type of, personal development, life change, just anything where you want to learn and, take your life to the next level, you were always taking notes. You were always writing things down, because it's just so many synchronicities and so many things that come together. If you don't write it down, you're going to forget it. So you'll start to, I'm sure some of these are going to feel familiar to you guys, because through, at some point in our life, every one of us have had every one of these centers in our bodies blocked. If not, you still do, for sure. Especially a lot of people, they're like, I've never even heard of a chakra system. And I'm like, and me either, not until I started getting into the whole holistic side of things and, understanding how our body works, and not just, trusting our big pharmaceutical companies with everything. That's when I, found out about this system, and I'm like, holy crap, just like the endocannabinoid system, it serves its purpose, that, it's here for a reason. And it's just kind of crazy how it all, plays in together. So you guys will start catching little snippets of this here and there. So the chakra, this chakra governs I already went over that. So if it is out of balance, I already went over that too. Okay. So the symbol for this one, I put on here, it's different from the other symbols. I'm not even sure what to say about them, but they are pretty neat. So, I think a lot of people use these for tattoos and things like that, but it is also represented by a lotus of 6 petals, and its element is water. So there you go with the emotions again, in and out, the water, the tides. This is going to explain a lot, you guys. Okay. So if someone is feeling out of, ooh, where did I go? There we go. Balance in this, they may carry heavy guilt about the past. They may be easily offended in friendships and relationships, become needy, codependent, or very jealous. They may have sexual addictions or low libido problems, with fertility, bladder issues, irregular menstrual cycles, or gynecological issues. So you guys, just like with your endocannabinoid system, it plays a part into literally every single thing that you see going on in your body. A healthy, balanced sacral chakra allows a person to have a beautiful, healthy relationship. They are able to express creativity, share passions and dreams with others with integrity, and are able to move through life with ease and grace. So that just kind of shows, goes to show you, with this chakra's blocked, you're not going to be able to. Hey, Rose, do you mind if I mute you? You have a little background noise there. Thank you. Let's see. So these are some questions to ask yourself to see if maybe you're out of balance, overactive, underactive. Remember, I told you guys last week, there's actually 7 stages of your chakras that, active, overactive, balance, all different kinds of things. But when you start learning about your chakras, you won't have to worry about so many of them, because you're only going to have a couple to worry about, because you're going to start feeling off and you're going to see and know exactly what it's connected to as soon as it starts to happen. So this is something you really want to, pay attention to with your body. Don't trust someone else. I did that for years and years. Trust me, do not trust someone else with your body. What's going on with it? You're going to know it better than anyone. Okay. So these are some questions to ask yourself, maybe to see if your sacral chakra is a little out of balance or something like that. Do I make decisions out of fear? Do I have a really hard time letting go of relationships, jobs, or situations that deep down I know are not good for me? I see a typo here. I'll fix that. So if you guys have already printed this out, this is the second week I've done that. I find typos. So I'll fix them and just reprint it out. Am I often busy trying to convince myself to hold on, keep trying for all the wrong reasons? We all know we've been there, done that. It's happened. So am I sometimes willing to do or not to do just about anything to be liked or avoid feeling nervous or uneasy? We've all been there. We've all done that. This is, like I said, I was sitting here writing this out earlier and I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, here we go. Yep, for sure. That's wow. And you don't even realize it. But do I have a particularly high tolerance for unhealthy relationships? That's another little flag. Oops, sorry guys, another typo. I will fix that. So I often feel bored with my life, like something is missing. Now that could be for a few reasons, like maybe that you really are missing something in your life, but it also could be because, it's overstimulated and you just keep feeling like you need to go for more and more and more. Okay. So these are some activities to help with your sacral chakra. Play like a child. You always hear me saying that. I love sports. Sports were my life growing up. I love dancing, things like that. So going outside, kicking a soccer ball around, running around in the yard with my dogs, doing yoga, things like that. Just moving your body, dancing, flowing through yoga poses. Yoga is something I've really gotten into. And, when I first started, I could barely even, do like a downward dog. I was like cricking and cracking. My bones weren't right. I couldn't even get the pose right because I couldn't bend. And just seeing my progress with that over the last year and a half has been phenomenal to me. So, these little steps, you guys, is really, really what's going to take you to the next level. And this is really what I want you to understand about your endocannabinoid system and your chakra system and all these natural things that God gave us here on this earth to do, to use and to do with our bodies. And it's not always masking it with chemical pills. It's not always, masking it with alcohol. That's fun, but you're never going to get better like that. So allow emotions to come up. Watch a tearjerker movie. I watch a commercial, 30-second commercial, and I'm bawling. I watch something on YouTube or, anything or Facebook, and I'm like sobbing. I'm just very much an empath. And, normally people like us, we tend to withdraw, we'd rather either stay home and not have to worry about it, or we will go out and we will drink and party till the wheels fall off because we don't want to deal with shit. So we have to find a happy medium though. And you're not going to do that until you start quieting your mind. So Great essential oils for the sacral chakra. Bergamot, you guys, this is one of my most favorite essential oils. I love it so much. It has a great aroma. Not only that, they put it in a lot of teas and do a lot of things with it. And I have been drinking a lot of teas with bergamot oil lately. And once you start, my sister tasted it yesterday. She's a very tea, but she's into more coffee and those kinds of things. And she tasted it and she was like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, right, that's the bergamot. So, you don't realize why your body needs certain things and why it craves it. But once you have it, you're like, oh my gosh, this is freaking fantastic. And then, you start searching things like, I need all the black tea with bergamot oil that I can find. So clary sage, that's another one. You guys know I make sage sprays for your home, for you, for whatever. I'm a huge sage person. Clary sage is another huge essential oil for that. Orange, ylang, jasmine, cedarwood, chamomile, and tangerine are great for your sacral chakra. So if you're trying to get those open, those are great things to have around. Burn in your diffuser, put them in your bath, drink them in your tea, whatever you can do. Eat orange foods, oranges, sweet potatoes, those kinds of things. You don't really realize how much those types of things plays into our everyday lives. So affirmations for your sacral chakra. I feel deeply. I deserve and experience pleasure. I move and change easily. I am creative and adaptable. I love and accept all of life's pleasures. I am playful and emotionally open. So you guys trying to say these things, even saying you wouldn't believe the power that it has, but saying these things in the mirror to yourselves. If you're not used to giving yourself love or hearing love or giving love to you, it's going to get real emotional. You're probably going to cry. You're going to not want to do it. You're going to look away and you're going to be like, why did I just look away from my own self in the mirror? And you're not going to understand it. But when you're doing what you're doing, you are going to understand it. And you need to look right back in that mirror and you need to repeat that, because right now, if you do that, that is what you need more than anything. Okay. Hey, Samson. What, buddy? Oh no. All right. My sister's dog's going crazy. Sam, no. Oh. All right. So, crystals for your sacral chakra. It's typically the orange crystals, carnelian, orange, coral or orange calcite, coral, sunstone, and tiger's eye. Those are great. No. He's going crazy over here. Hearing me talk about the chakras, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so sunstone and tiger's eye, those are great crystals for your sacral chakra. You guys know I'm a huge meditation person. I meditate at least 5 times a week. I may miss a day here and there, and I know when I do, and I catch up with it right the next day. So, and I also I align my chakras at least 3 times a week. So it's just a simple 10-minute chakra meditation. It's a guided meditation. I put the crystals all down my body on my 7 major chakras, and I do the chakra meditation. So I, try to align myself with the chakras as much as possible. And those are great crystals for that, by the way. All right, you guys, if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat. I may not get to them right now, but I will get to them at some point, or you can always message me. I'm there in the inbox for you guys always. So, feel free to get in touch with me any way you can. All right. So the solar plexus chakra, the Sanskrit name for this one is Manipura. I can say this one, and it sits right above the navel. It vibrates yellow and is represented by a lotus of 10 petals. So you guys, this chakra to me, you notice this one took up 3 pages, or I'm sorry, 4, and the rest so far have taken up 3. This is, your gut feelings, your intuition. A lot of stuff sits here in our solar plexus, and we don't even realize it until you start learning about your solar plexus, like stomach issues, digestive issues, things like that. We're going to get into this here. Okay. So your solar plexus chakra is the seat of our identity, our personal power, and our self-confidence. Another typo. Sorry about that. It governs our digestive system, our pancreas, and our metabolism. If this chakra is overactive, it may be domineering or very judgmental and mistrusting. If to other people for no apparent reason. It is represented by a lotus of 10 petals again, and its element is fire, you guys. And you'll see that every one of these chakras have an earth element, whether it be water, fire, and we'll see as we keep going on with these. Let's see, for no apparent reason. They may be a perfectionist and unable to accept something unless it is done exactly the way that they want it done. We all know those people, like it wasn't done that way and that's how I do it. So that is not right. And, they may have a blocked solar plexus. So it is what it is. They may be hyperactive, explode with anger, be domineering, overly critical, and they spend most days completely stressed out about something or another. And you guys know those people. They're the people that work that pour all of their energy into you. That draining energy, the energy that you're like, you go home and you had an okay day, but you're like, why am I freaking exhausted? Because you let someone take all your good energy and you took all of their draining energy. So you really have to be careful for those people and how often you let them pour into you without, you getting to pour into them. So, always remember, relationships are a give and take thing. It's not just marriages and your sisters. It's with every relationship that you have, your children, your friends. You don't want to ever, take more from them than you give them. You always want to give more to everybody than you take. Always leave people with increase. If you're not looking at life that way, then you're looking at it completely wrong. Okay. We are here. That's literally the only reason we are here, is just to leave people with increase, to better them. How can I make someone feel good? Okay. Let's see. Someone with a blocked solar plexus may be tired all the time, have poor self-esteem, a victim mentality. We know those people too. Like, oh my gosh, everything is just, woe is me, poor me, this happened to me, same thing. And then you sit there and you listen and you're like, oh, well, what if, and then all of a sudden you're drained, right? Same thing. Okay. The victim mentality, it's still, it's different than if you're going through something and you call your friend and tell them about it. And, they work through it and you call them back and you're like, oh, thanks. That was so great. I did this and that. And, I've been doing this and that's great. But if you keep continually calling your friend and going over bad things with them, you're just feeding them bad energy and you're not, it's just not a good thing for anyone. And, since I've been going through this whole growing process this past 3 years, what I've learned more than anything is you cannot give from an empty cup. So until you pour into yourself and love yourself, you cannot love anyone else properly. You expect other people to take care of you. You expect them to make you happy. And that shit's just never going to happen. That's the bottom line. No one's ever going to come save you. So until you get that shit straight and you start doing shit that you want to do the way you need to do it to get your life in order, you're going to keep getting that victim mentality. You're going to keep getting it over and over because it's what you get out, you put back. So what you get out and you cry and whine about, that energy, it's coming right back to you. So you've got to break that cycle somehow. You've got to do it. Reach for help. Ask somebody what to do. Meditate. There's so many things you can do, but you've got to take the first step. You've got to do it yourself. No one else can do it for you. Okay. Let's see. So they have poor self-esteem, victim mentality. They're unreliable, passive aggressive. They may have great intentions, but not the energy or confidence to carry it through. So they're always going to tell you they do something, but they're never there to do it, or they don't show up, or something came up again. Right. Okay. That, there's another typo here. Sorry. They may resort to shame and feel very bad about themselves to the core. They allow life to pass them by without owning the ability to make any changes. And that's what I'm talking about with this victim mentality and all that stuff, you guys. We all go through, bad shit in our life. Trust me. Things aren't always gravy. But it's just how you pick yourselves up and it's how you move on from those times. And it's how you get through those times that make you who you are. And it's going to be how long it's going to take you to get through those times, because if you just sit there and wallow, that's all that's going to keep coming back to you. But if you keep doing changes, to make yourself better and to get where you need to be, then you're going to start to see God, the universe, source, Gus, whatever you like to call it, start moving things to put them in order to make it happen for you. That's just the way it is. Okay. Physically, they can result in poor posture, digestive issues, stomach ulcers, chronic fatigue, and eating disorders. You guys, I have been through every one of those things I just named. And that's why I'm telling you, when I'm writing this stuff out, you realize, holy crap, I had no idea all that stuff in my life that I was trying to get fixed from a chemical pill could have been fixed with me meditating and doing these things naturally to help get through those tough times. So A balanced flowing solar plexus allows a person to live a full, balanced, fulfilling life doing what they truly love. They do not overload themselves with work, with duties, or packed schedules. This person exudes confidence without being arrogant or annoying. And we all know there's a difference, and there's a fine line with that too, right? Because people like to, and I'm not saying like boasting and showing things off is bad, because you should absolutely be proud of everything you should accomplish in your life. But we all know the arrogance, there's just a fine line, and we all know the difference. So, a person without a blocked solar plexus exudes confidence without being arrogant or annoying. And there is a difference. They are naturally attracted to life itself and are connected to a sense of purpose. They have a purpose. They know there's something bigger out there. They know there's something better out there, and they are trying to help, and they pour into people every day. So there's the difference. So here's some questions to ask yourself to see if maybe you have a overactive, an imbalanced solar plexus chakra. Do I tend to take other people's feelings very personal? Do I carry around shame like a knot in my belly? Do I struggle to find purpose in my life? Is it my way or the highway? That was me. Huge. I mean, it was, even when I was like little growing up, everyone came to my house to play ball and swim and do all those things. But, playing the game, if it didn't go my way, I'm like, okay, well, you need to go home. And do I always have to win? That's another one. Very competitive. That's another thing. It's something that all has to do with your solar plexus chakra. Okay. Activities for your solar plexus chakra to get things moving again. Take time for yourself, nurture yourself. You guys know I'm a huge bath person. The new moon is coming tomorrow. The full moon will be here in a couple of weeks. I am a moon child. I live my life by these moon cycles, and I didn't know how much I did until about this past year, actually. And it's just crazy, the energy and how much that plays into our daily life. Myself more than others, because I am actually a moon child, a Cancer July birth date, moon child. So that is, you just don't, it kind of explains the emotions, the crying at the commercials, me being such an empath, me being, clairvoyant, me being clairsentient. It's just so much of it plays into being in connection with your body. You just don't know about it until you start learning about your own body. These systems that we had no idea that we had plays a huge, huge part. Okay. Say no to things that you don't want to do. I was another one of those people. I didn't really want to do that, but I knew, or I felt I had to go because it was an obligation or because I needed to be there for somebody. But, you have to look around sometimes and look at your circle, and all those people that are, you're always there for, that you bend over backwards for, that no matter day or night, are they there for you that much? So that's what you need to start looking into. That's what you need to start understanding, because once you start, until you can tell people, no, not this time, I have something else to do. You've got to break that cycle. So, you've got to tell people no sometimes. All right. Bask in the sun. I was out in that sun today. I had my sleeves rolled up. I took my shoes and socks off. I put my feet in the ground. I got grounded a little bit. It was absolutely amazing. It was 75 degrees here. And you guys, you just don't realize, I'm going to say it again, what the sun and the moon, the earth, the water, these things do for us. We literally ground ourselves to Mother Earth. The sun naturally heals us. The fresh air naturally heals us, replacing, the oxygen that we've been breathing in our home and our work and our cars all week, taking out and getting fresh air and just deep breaths. You'd have no idea what that does for your body. Work out your core. I know you don't like to hear this one, but yoga, I do a core workout on there, and I do a plank and a rocking plank. And I didn't know what a rocking plank was, you guys. And, I've been through a huge weight loss transformation. I've lost over 125 pounds doing P90X. So I have done a lot of hardcore workout stuff. I've never in my life heard of a rocking plank until I started doing yoga, and I was cussing a little bit. It was a little rough, but working out your core and getting that strong really gives you, like I said, the confidence and, things to be like, you know what, I don't want to do that. And I'm not going to go do that today. So I'm just going to have to call her and tell her I can't make it. And then you're going to feel amazing. Okay. Disconnect from everything. You guys hear me preach over and over again about the importance of not grabbing your phone first thing in the morning and at least 45 minutes before you go to bed at night, right? those last 45 minutes play over and over in your head throughout the night. First thing you do when you get up, it sets the tone for the day. So getting on and scrolling through Facebook and seeing other people's shit on there that has nothing to do with you, it affects your moods and your emotions, and you don't need to do that. So disconnect, meditate, get a quiet mind for a little while. Put yourself first for once. It's okay to do that. It really is. You should be putting yourself first more often. Okay. All right, you guys. So essential oils for the solar plexus. These are fun ones too. Lemon, fennel, grapefruit, juniper, lemongrass, rosemary, lime, tarragon. Is that how you pronounce that? What are you laughing at? Sorry. And spearmint. I think it's tarragon. I don't know. It might be. And spearmint. Those are great essential oils for your solar plexus. And you guys heard me say earlier, I'm a huge bath person, especially new moon and full moon. You're supposed to cleanse everything off of there. And I am huge with putting essential oils in my bathtub, roses, rose petals, herbs, flowers, crystals. I put crystals in my bath water, moon water. I bathe in moon water sometimes. It's just, you have no idea what using these earth energies that they give for you can do for you and how they can make you feel. They do amazing things. So put a few drops in your bath, put them in the diffuser at home, put a couple, rose is the one, the highest vibrating essential oil, and essential oils break through the brain blood barrier immediately. And it has everything that has to do with affects your mood, your emotions, everything that goes on with you. So a lot of people see me throughout the day. I'll take some rose oil, put it on my hands, and I just want to, it's almost like taking a sage spray and cleansing the area. So, essential oils play, how far do they go back? They're extracted from trees that are put here, like the hemp plant. Okay. We need them, like terpenes, everything. All this stuff's here for a reason, you guys. And the essential oils is here actually for that exact same reason. Actually, Egyptians were found with, liters of essential oils buried with them in their tombs. King Tut was. So this stuff isn't, it hasn't just been around forever and put here to heal us, and hasn't healed people for thousands of years and it just goes away. That's just not how it works. We were just taught to believe that chemical pills for our body were better for us than natural stuff. And that's just not the truth. So, all right. Affirmations for the solar plexus. I honor the power within me. I accomplish all my tasks easily and effortlessly. The fire within me burns brighter than whatever is out there that is coming at me. I kind of reworded that one a little bit, and it should be because I kind of wanted to cuss and then I went off for a minute. So the fire within me burns brighter than whatever is out there that is coming at me. So you guys, I just started writing poems again, and I wrote one called The Phoenix, and it's in my group. And if this is all kind of poems that are just going to be, about things that I've went through in my life, especially, I would say these past 5 years of my life has been not easy. And some of the toughest of my life. And a lot of them play into that. And poetry is, I used to write it a lot when I was little, and I don't know, I just got away from it and stopped doing it. And it's just always something that came naturally. My grandma used to do it. Oh, thank you, Victoria. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. My grandma used to do it. So I think I get it honestly. And it's just something that kind of releases things. So that poem right there meant a lot to me. And I know now that it helps someone. And so just always remember that, you guys. The fire inside of you burns brighter than whatever is out there that is coming at you. Always remember that. You can do anything you set your mind to, okay? Anything at all, remember that. It's the doubt that always sets you back. It's the fear. And you're going to start living your best life right on the other side of that fear. So sometimes you have to look fear in the eye and say, get out of the way, right? So you can do anything you set your mind to. I am motivated to pursue my purpose and my passion. It's kind of, I don't know what you call it. I don't know. It's kind of weird seeing my memories coming up and seeing me, doing this stuff like a year and a half ago, and me still doing it. But now it's all coming together in a much bigger sense than I had ever planned from before. Before I wanted to, a year, 2 years ago, I wanted to teach people about the endocannabinoid system and weed and how amazing it is. And it is, don't get me wrong, that is still so, so amazing, but you don't realize how amazing the chakra system is and all these natural things that heal us. And, just changing your mindset, what that can do for you. So really, honestly, repeating affirmations that make you feel good can change your whole mindset and get you feeling better immediately. All right. Crystals for the solar plexus. Typically the yellow crystals are the best: citrine, yellow jasper, pyrite, amber, malachite, hematite, and clear quartz. Those are great crystals for your solar plexus, you guys. All right. So I'm about running out of time. If you guys have any questions, I want you to drop them in the group. We will go over next week the heart chakra and the throat chakra. And then the following week, we're going to go over the third eye and the crown. And then I'm going to do a last week where we just follow and wrap up and maybe even do like an open mic question and answer session for you guys. Okay. So I really hope you're enjoying this. I hope you're getting out of it everything that you thought you would, if not more. Like I said, if you have any questions, please just let me know. And I'm here for you. Okay. I will see you guys next week. I love you all. And remember to always, always leave people with increase. Do the best you can to do that every day for someone, and it's going to improve your life as well. Okay. I love you guys so much. I'll see you soon.